there are rare cars, but once a while, humanity creates something which transcends the mortal confines of this world and achieves a truly divine and immortal status. Meet the McLaren P1, a 900 horsepower rear wheel drive twin turbo V8 hybrid monster. A car so exhilarating to drive, encased in such a timeless body that invokes goosebumps and love at the same time. The folks at McLaren are truly apart from every other manufacturer. To this date, there is hardly anything that could match the savagery, performance, and the thrill of the P1, the successor to the legendary McLaren F1 and the predecessor to the recently announced McLaren W1. The P1 is a true testament to British engineering and the human spirit. It was in 1992 when McLaren launched the F1, which to this date is regarded as one of the all-time greats, the greatest driving machine that was built for public roads. Designed by Gordon Murray and powered by a BMW 6.1-litre naturally aspirated V12 called the S70/2, the McLaren F1 was a rocket ship. All the 618 horsepower and 650 Newton meters of torque went to the rear wheels, which meant a 0 to 100 in 3.2 seconds and an eye-watering top speed of 386 km per hour or 240 miles per hour. What this meant was that for over 7 years, McLaren F1 held the top speed record for production cars until the Bugatti Veyron surpassed it with a 253 mile per hour top speed. But here's the ringer. The F1 is still the fastest production car that is naturally aspirated. Meanwhile, every other car that surpassed its top speed has forced induction, that is turbochargers or superchargers. The F1 was also the first production car to use a carbon fiber monocoque chassis. Thanks to the F1's breathtaking performance, innovation, and jaw-dropping looks, it achieved a legendary status. So, when the time came for creating its successor, McLaren knew that if anything could match, let alone surpass the performance of the F1, it had to be a game changer. It had to push the limits of engineering and innovation. It had to be an exhilarating experience that recalibrates the mind. Simply put, it had to be the best driver's car in the world. Using their decades of F1 racing experience and engineering prowess, the team at McLaren created the P1, a spiritual successor to the F1. Powering the P1 is a 3.8-litre twin-turbo V8 derived from the 12C, but with additional modifications. It has bigger high-pressure turbochargers and unique block casting so as to incorporate the I-Pass electric motor, as the P1 is a hybrid. By itself, the twin turbos produce an astonishing 727 horsepower, but combine that with the electric motor and the P1 generates a staggering 903 horsepower and 900 Newton meters of torque. The hybrid component, the I-Pass or instant power assist system, is used to boost power either manually by pressing the I-Pass button on the steering wheel or automatically as the motor sharpens throttle responses by filling in the torque gap while the V8's twin turbos spool. The result of all this is no turbo lag and blistering performance. 0 to 100 in 2.8 seconds, 0 to 200 in 6.8 seconds, and flat out it will do 350 km per hour or 217 miles per hour. The P1 also has Race Active Chassis Control or RCC, which is probably one of the most advanced suspension systems ever fitted to a road car. It enables the car to deliver exceptional handling and ride characteristics. Couple that with the car's active aerodynamics and the P1 becomes a true monster. In race mode, the body lowers by 50 mm and spring stiffness is increased by 300%. And the front and the rear wings produce a peak downforce of 600 kgs, gluing the P1 to the tarmac for blistering lap times. Push the F1 derived DRS or drag reduction system button and the rear wing's angle changes, making the car as slippery as possible for those high speed runs. In normal mode, The P1 is comfortable with brilliant ride for covering large distances, while in race mode, it is a savage beast. All of this is encased in a body that is as exotic and thrilling to look at as it is timeless. With the form equals function philosophy, the P1 is a stunning piece of automotive design. In the words of the then McLaren design director, Frank Stevenson, I wanted to take out as much visual weight as possible to have a car that was really lean, a car with absolutely no fat between the mechanicals and the skin. It's as though we stuck a tube inside and sucked all the air out. A dramatic, honest shape, but also a very beautiful one. It was all part of the engineering and design approach to fanatically take out weight. First shown as a concept on the 20th anniversary of the F1 at the 2012 Paris Motor Show, the P1 made its debut at the 2013 Geneva International Motor Show. It has been more than 10 years since humanity created the P1, but rarely anything comes close to match its visceral thrill and otherworldly performance. The P1, along with the Porsche 918 and Ferrari LaFerrari, form the Hypercar Holy Trinity. Three cars that permanently changed the course of what a high-performance automobile should be. Out of the Trinity, the P1 is by far the rarest, with only 375 units created. A true game changer, a car just like its predecessor that pushed the boundaries of engineering and innovation and opened up a new chapter in the history of motoring. This has been Sarthak Singh, and thank you for watching. See you in the next one.